Hi folks, it's Jay. I visited the Wee House during Garden Walk Buffalo, which was my first time there, and also my first time meeting the gardener Michele. She graciously gave me a tour of her home and allowed me to film the experience and share with you. This kind of openness and hospitality is what makes Buffalo special, and why the Garden Walk is so beloved by many. We're with the owner and gardener Michele here. Can you say a quick hi?
Hello, welcome to Garden Walk.
Yes, thank you for sharing your garden with us.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Can we join you on a walk in your garden?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, this is such a special place. So I guess the first thing people notice will be the structure, the house. Yeah, tell us a little bit about this house.
Yes, the Wee House. We built it all ourselves about 17 years ago.
Oh, wow.
From scratch. My husband and I and one other very dear friend built it. It's about 600 square feet, open plan, cozy, heated floors.
But you wouldn't consider this as a tiny house?
Not a tiny house, no. I think tiny houses are about 250, 300 square feet. So this is maybe two tiny houses put together.
Yeah, it's a good size.
Still pretty smallish though, but we love it. It's just, it's just enough. You daily curate your stuff that you have, and you're left with things that are dear and essential to you and important. Garden is very important to us.
So we are now standing in the front yard, and you have this circular, like a landing area.
It is a landing area in the middle of a path. The idea was that perhaps people would like to, since we're on a corner, maybe cut right through the corner and come right through our garden.
So you don't mind people walk through our garden?
We do not, no. And the circular area is a wonderful place. Usually there's a bench, chairs, and we eat our dinner here just about every night during the summer.
I assume those are found objects?
Yes. Some of the stones we purchased, and someone gave us this actually as a wedding gift, our friend Vicky, and then little pieces of glass. There are some old coins in here, some other found stones and little treasures wedged in there.
This is very beautiful. Such a charming garden area.
Oh, thank you.
As you have the mixed border, because you have the evergreen in the back with the perennial and also with some of the shrub over there.
Right. It's mostly perennials. I think there's only a couple annuals in here. Native plants. And my goal the past couple of years has been not only natives, but to provide for the animals and wildlife. So it is a certified wildlife habitat. I've removed a lot of what I consider to be just pretty flowers in favor of burying shrubs and things that would provide seeds and things for birds and other animals.
That's a very good idea. And I see you have an extra large bird bath here, and this is just provide even more dramatic contrast with the house, because this is a wee house. It's a smaller house, but you have an extra large bird bath.
Yes, it looks heavy duty, and we are so lucky because you know what? This was here when we bought the lot.
Wow.
It was in the middle of the lot.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. For the bird bath, you really want a shallow bird bath.
Right.
It's important. If it's a deep bird bath, it can be dangerous to the birds. So you see, this is a wide but very shallow bird bath. Birds would really enjoy this kind of
oh gosh, it's such fun to watch them.
This is a type of bee balm, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And lilies. Yeah. They're so lovely.
Liatris and butterfly weed, and this will be in early in the fall, late summer. This will be a very beautiful deep purple asters.
Aster, yes. Oh, so this will be another plant provide nectar later in the season for the pollinators.
Yep. Try to have color, the whole season.
We have the Crocosmia with the red flower. They're stunning.
And boy, does it attract hummingbirds.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Because they've been here the past week, zipping around.
So not only they have this ornamental value, they're providing food in the ecosystem. So we are moving along the side of the house, and can we show people the sign, the Wee House? Yeah.
We've always had two little terriers.
Oh yeah.
So I had that made.
Should we enter through the side?
Yeah, we'll sneak through the side here.
Okay. So this is like a secret passage. Give you a sense of seclusion, and once you make the turn at the corner, the entire backyard just appeared in front of your eye, which just add a sense of drama or surprise. So you mentioned the backyard is more like a woodland. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
That's my job.
Yeah.
She says, "Who's back here?" Yes, so this is the more private space, and I've tried to keep it more woodlandy, as I said, because I love that. So it is more shady. There are some pops of color.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I do love green, just different shades of green, different textures is my favorite.
Yeah,
I have
and
to
I
say.
noticed you use different type of ground cover. You have a beautiful, really beautiful moss along with the creeping Jenny, and this is some type of sedum. This is some sort of a white strawberry you mentioned.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it just happened to show up, and I said, "I love it."
Yeah,
yeah, and actually, the moss originally was not intentional.
Okay.
I've kind of, focused on it now and brought more mosses in, but this whole path used to be just stone, and a small patch of moss started.
Lady's mantle on the edge.
Lady's mantle, lots of ferns. The creeping, what's that? Creeping Jenny is a lovely, piney color that really just brightens up their greens.
So those would be the woodruff.
Yep.
Yeah, they have the white flower early in the season.
Right.
Really lovely.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think this is a perfect example of using different shades of green to create such a stunning garden. You don't need 100 different color in your backyard.
You don't. No.
Yeah, just some color that you really enjoy. Then use a splash of color to provide a little bit of extra. So can we walk towards the gate? It's quite special. The gate in the backyard has the birds and the pine cone, and with the branches. So you painted the branch as the handle, right?
Yes. I'm an artist, so I enjoy painting and making ornamentation. So my husband built the back fence here, and we decided a door was essential. And I said, let's make it house-shaped. And I was originally going to paint it all red to be a duplicate of our own red house, but then it became something else, a little red house at the top.
This handle, not only it provides ornamental value, it has a purpose, it has a function.
Branch, yep, it does.
Yeah, just beautiful.
Yes.
And
birds are kind of my theme.
Yeah, I can tell.
For actually the whole garden, front and back.
Yeah, let's show viewer the view of this backyard. You have this winding, mossy passage in the backyard, different shades of green and chartreuse, and then you use the square shape container and also a footstool. They provide some sort of a structure in the garden.
Yes.
And the chair, the umbrella, and the container, they also add on additional color. This is just stunning.
Oh, thank you.
So I believe this is a raspberry, right, in the container?
Yes. Kind of an experiment this year is to try some berries. I put them in a container. I was a little afraid that they might start spreading. I've also planted, these are red raspberries. I also have a couple different kinds of black raspberry bushes, the Navajo berries in front, and then I just put this one in.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So tell me about this area. So you decorate this area with the found branch. Yeah. And you make them into a piece of art.
Yeah, exactly. Someone was tossing out this bush that had died, and it was a nice, sturdy wood element. So I placed it in there and gave it some bright colors.
This will be the color palette you particularly enjoy.
Right.
Yeah,
yes.
the purple and orange.
Yeah, the warm colors, and then the contrast of the bright green with the purple.
So you have some birdhouse hanging from the tree.
Yeah, we've had families of wrens living here. I thought they would leave after they nested in the one red house.
Oh, I see they're singing. I can see them. Maybe the viewer cannot spot it by, but we can see the wren. Yeah, they're very vocal. Yeah,
they are. Oh, they're wonderful. They had babies, and I thought they would leave, but they kind of stuck around. So I'm so happy.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to imagine in the middle of a city, you have this kind of you're able to create the garden with a sense of serenity and also sheltered from the surrounding area.
Right.
To become a sanctuary for the wildlife, for the birds, which is just so lovely. Yeah. So again, we're with Michele at the Wee House on the Garden Walk Buffalo in the Amwood Village area, the Wee House on Garden Walk Buffalo. Well, thank you, Michele, for sharing your garden.
Thanks for coming.
It's my pleasure.
And enjoy Garden Walk.